Hey guys, it's your cousin. Welcome to the 16th episode of Survival of the Friday. Now, as you can see here, this is not technically a survival game. However, it is Halloween as of recording this, so unfortunately, I don't have time to do a full stream today, and I don't even really have time to do an hour of this game. So, I'm probably just going to be playing about 30-ish minutes, and then I'm going to have to call it quits for the day. After all, I have to spend time with your family on Halloween, giving out the candies and whatnot. But yeah, other than that, I hope you enjoy our video today. Leave a like if you do, a dislike if you don't, and if you're feeling so inclined, please leave a little interaction down below. Alright, let's get into the video. Okay, so where we left off, we were on 2-4. So let's just honestly get right into it. I'm still, of course, protesting. I'm only going to be playing Game of the Year version. You'll never catch me playing Replanted. I would never sully my lovely viewers that I do slightly care about a little by seeing such a terrible game as Replanted. Because Replanted is just not worth it. I'm not sorry. They do not deserve our money, and so they're not going to get it. As you can tell, I'm definitely pre-caffeinated and a bit tired even. As I film this, it has been almost a full day. It is basically right before trick-or-treating time, so I'm just kind of chilling out. It's been a nice day though. You know, went out with my mom. We went to do some activities. It was fun. It was a good time. And so yeah, you know, I'm not probably going to dress up personally, but I know Sin does like dressing up sometimes, so she might put some effort into her little costume. She doesn't usually do costumes since she has to interact with people, but she just likes looking the part, even if she doesn't really talk to people. I mean, Halloween's always been a fun time. Halloween is probably one of my favorite holidays, just because I like the aesthetic. As you can probably tell by my spookier, you know, PNG tuber personality. I do like the spooky vibes of Halloween. Always fun. Always fun. Okay, hold on. We actually need to like try a little. Uh-oh. I wasn't prepared for trying. I'm joking, obviously. We're not doing that bad. But I still do love this game. This is definitely up there for one of my favorite games of all time. If not the favorite. That's not true. Sorry, that's an exaggeration. It's definitely not my favorite game of all time. However, it is a really good game. And a fantastic series. Garden Warfare 1 and 2, really good. I'm not gonna lie, I liked Battle for Neighborville. I thought Battle for Neighborville was fun. I think people didn't give it enough of a chance. Which is sadly why they gave up on it too. Because all EA cares about nowadays is money, so if their games aren't doing well, they're gonna give it the axe. Which just sucks, because Battle for Neighborville really could have been a cool game. What if in the future, for like a DLC, they had added variants, you know? Because I know that was one of people's biggest gripes, was no variants. But it could have just been so much more. And no one gave it the time of day. And now there's just no Garden Warfare 3 or Battle for Neighborville, you know? They gave up on it, which sucks, because, again, it had a lot of potential. You know? Iceberg Lettuce would have been interesting. I know that wasn't the next one to come out and even was kind of pseudo-canceled development of. After all, they did stop developing it pretty fast, honestly. But, you know, it's just, it could have been so much more. It just didn't have the chance. Which is such a big shame. Again, I think it was a good game. I had a lot of fun. Well, that definitely helps that it's definitely the game with the best PvE. And me as a non-enjoyer of multiplayer games, because that's how my social anxiety works. I can stream and record videos and talk to chat, but if I have to play a multiplayer game with someone, that's when my social anxiety activates. Which is weird, but you know, it's fine. Because I could actually have a lot of fun with Battle for Neighborville because of the fact that it had such good PvE. So it'll just be forever sad that we'll never get more of it. A missed potential. But you know, that's just how it works sometimes. Sometimes things don't always live up to their full potential. I'm sure that's what people felt with Battle for Neighborville, that it was just like not good enough, that it wasn't Garden Warfare 3. And that's why they gave up on it, which is fair. It is a fair and valid reason to give up on it. Because you don't like it, you know? You should only play games that you enjoy. You shouldn't play games that you don't have fun with. And speaking of fun games, man, did you guys see the new Repo update? That looks terrifying. I'm sorry, a lot of those monsters look not fun. Like, actually, they look not fun to go up against, but yeah, it's kind of terrifying. I just hope they actually are fun to fight, to like play with, because the Loom always knowing where you are, it's kind of rough, but it looks pretty, like, it kind of easy to juke and circumnavigate around it in a way that'll make it give up on you. So I've got hopes that's not that bad, honestly. Honestly, to me, Bella looks the worst. I don't think Bella looks fun at all. Apparently Bella's pretty blind, and all you have to do is not get in her way, but if you're like sneaking around, sometimes you don't have that choice but to get in her way. And she's fast and attacks really fast, so that's terrifying. But I mean, you know, it could be worse. It could be worse. It's really not that bad. But it is an exciting one. However, what I'm truly excited for, November 11th, Nell's Diner for Phasmophobia comes out. Super exciting. I'm happy we're getting a new map. And, you know, the new aspect of a freezer, like always being freezing temperatures. So, like, the way you're gonna have to discover it's the ghost room is, like, turning off the power. Makes it really unique, honestly. And, you know, it's pretty cool. I couldn't think of what I wanted to say next. Brain, catch up, please. We got the almanac. Look at these. I really like Gravebuster. Really cool plant, honestly. Oh, David? Whack-a-Zombie? Wow. I love that game. Sorry, I'm going too fast. I apologize. I'm doing it again. Where I speed through this unintentionally. What was I gonna say? It's activating. My ADHD thing is activating. Repo... Oh, Nell's Diner. So yeah, that's super exciting, honestly. I am very hyped for Nell's Diner. And then, November 18th, the release of Seekers of the Storm. Come on. I'm gonna be playing that for, like, a very long time on stream. So that'll be exciting. One of my favorite quirks of this original Plants vs. Zombies is the graves, where since they're slightly bigger than Gravebuster, you can see the grave like going down. I've always actually really liked that. It's funny to me. Dude, Seekers of the Storm looks so good though. I am very excited. That it's just like Alloy Vulture and Solus themed. It looks like the final boss of that DLC is an alloy vulture, which is super cool. Because, like, the alloy vultures are an unrelated species, but they're geniuses with technology, so it's like... It's just fitting, you know, that they're there. Okay, there we go. And you know what? It's kind of perfect that it is Halloween as of filming this, and we're on the night levels with graves. It's actually kind of fitting. It's also kind of why I thought this game would be okay to play instead of streaming, since I just don't have time to do that today. Since there's zombies in it, so it's spooky. It's spooky season, you know? Technically, as of uploading this, it's not spooky season anymore. But, you know. It's still fun. Because this is one of the best games on the market. Like, I enjoyed 2 for the most part. 2's fine. Premium plans suck. They make me sad. What they've been doing lately with it is marginally better, I guess. But it's still not perfect, you know? There we go. Oh, I'm sad. I wanted to get more graves so I could get more money. Oh well. It's okay. I think we're only actually gonna have time to finish the night levels, which is unfortunate, but hey. We still had fun, right? At least I did. I don't know about you. I'm having a great time. Because I'm playing a game I really enjoy. You know, it's just... I'm having fun. I love this game. I love this franchise. Honestly, Project Hot Tub could have been really cool if anyone's ever seen that, where it was like a kind of... You could say Breath of the Wild like play style, but with like Plants vs. Zombie stuff. Dude, that could have been so cool. Such a missed opportunity. Kind of makes me sad we never got that. Like, that would have been awesome. Like, it looked like a mix of like Arkham Knights and Breath of the Wild. Please, man, why can't we get that? Instead we got, you know... just disappointment. You know, there's gonna be PvZ match. Whoa, awesome. What a great addition to the franchise that would have been. And now PvZ2 isn't even developed by PopCap anymore. It's just sad. It's funny, I saw a video about replanted and stuff. One of the complaints was that some of the plants are offset from the tile, but that's a thing in the original game. So I was actually kind of confused when they brought it up. I was like, that's just a normal Plants vs. Zombies 1 thing. So I didn't think that complaint was valid about replanted. There's plenty of other things to complain about replanted for. You don't have to... I guess if they didn't know about the tile offsets, that's fair. Because, like, look, you can see it very obviously with these sun shrooms that there is tile offset. Yeah, I'm not dealing with that. No, thank you. What I really don't want to deal with, though, honestly, is the fact that there's a bunch of graves, like, in my face, and I don't have anything to show for it. Okay. I just need more sun, please. Sun. As you can say, I play this game like a total noob. I put all of my sun-producing plants in the back. I don't put pea shooters behind it. I know that's technically the way you're supposed to, but it's never been my style, honestly. I just like how it looks better. To me, it's more aesthetically pleasing to have my production stuff in the back. I don't really care if it's not as efficient. Or, because it's like, yeah, it's smart to have your attacking plants in the back because they're the things dealing the damage. But I don't know. just never been my thing. Okay, there we go. We're good so far-ish. Keyword-ish. Uh-oh, that might have been a mistake. Police. Get him. Okay, we're good. We're safe. See, wasn't even a problem. What are you overreacting for? Oh god. Hey, Scaredy Shroom when it was actually good, because night levels just made it good. The new Scaredy Shroom, it's not good, because the second game's way more fast-paced than this one. So Scaredy Shroom just isn't necessary, if we're being honest, in the second game. Because, like, in this one, it's a cheap pea shooter, essentially, but it's just, like, helpful. Because you can get it out early in case there's... Because that's also the thing. Second game has a super high sun, like, economy. So you really don't need it. But in this game, yeah, sun's kind of sometimes hard to come by. So it makes sense to have it, you know? Cool, there you go. This game's just so... And I gotta say, something really annoying about Replanted is the seed packet size, how they're just super inconsistent. At least in this game, the seed packet size is accurate to how big the plant is. It's like, how did they mess that up? It just... Replanted has so many weird quirks and issues. And don't worry, I'm not spending any money on it. I would never. I mean, at first I did buy it because I was like, oh, finally, a Plants vs. Zombies remake. But then all the stuff about the AI upscaling and them not contacting the original developers came out, and I was just like, oh, I don't want that. I don't hate the developers of this game enough to do that. No, I actually enjoy, you know, Rich Werner and Laura Shigehara. And George Fan and Enrique Cortez. That's his name, right? I hope that's his name. I can't remember it, I'm sorry. Let me quickly confirm whether I'm stupid or not. That's not right. You know what? Sure. Sounds right. I wish they cared. You know, because that's the thing. They just don't care. Oop, don't miss the money. I need the money. I probably missed some. I was sorry. I was trying to look up the guy's name. I feel bad for not remembering it. Because that's the thing. I'd never heard of him before this whole thing. Rich Werner was like, you know, happy to hear from him, but like, I had no idea who he was. Which is a shame, because if he did do all of the, like, backgrounds, yeah. A super necessary thing that I'm sure was very helpful for Rich Werner in figuring out, like, the art style, because they are iconic. I love Rich Werner, so it's a shame that they just didn't include him at all. His art style is iconic. He has 2 cards in The Binding of Isaac 4 Souls. So it's like, no, he is super iconic. So it's just, they could have contacted them. They had no excuse in not contacting the original artists and creators of Plants vs. Zombies. Oh, I know their excuse, don't worry. It's that it would have been more expensive to hire them than just using AI. Especially since EA has their own in-house AI, so it's like, they weren't gonna do it, ever. It's just, it's sad. It is a shame, because it had so much potential to be a really, really good game. You know, it is probably going to go a little over my time, but I will finish this world. I do want to finish Night, I think. And that'll be fun. It's just, this is a good game to just sit back and rant about the annoying things about, like, EA and stuff, and this replanted stuff. Because it's just disgusting and terrible what they've been doing. They don't care about the fans. It wasn't a love letter. If it was a love letter, they wouldn't have fake concept art. If it was a love letter, they wouldn't have lied and said they didn't use AI at all when they did use AI upscaling, which again is still just as bad because you're still not hiring an artist. Anyone who says AI upscaling isn't bad compared to generative, like, yes, is it better than generative AI? Of course. But that's no excuse. Just because it's a little better doesn't make it good. It's like, at least they're not stealing from an artist. Instead, they're just not hiring an artist. Wow, such an improvement, you know? How generous of them. No, it's all bad. AI is not fun and it's lazy. There we go. Ice Shroom. I like Ice Shroom. It's pretty okay. The new... Plants vs. Zombies 2. Man, the new Ice Shroom is so... weird. I understand why they had to make it a melee plant. Because they already gave its effect to Ice Bloom. But, like... why did they make Ice Bloom in the first place when they could have just made Ice Shroom? That never made sense to me. Especially since their excuse of mushrooms not being awake doesn't work anymore. Because in Plants vs. Zombies 2, mushrooms are always awake. So it's just silly. There we go. That's better, I guess. It's crazy how the zombies do have slightly randomized speeds. Some of these zombies are actually a little faster than normal. And that was always a cool thing to me about this game, that it's like, it's a bit unpredictable at times with how fast things can be. Which is, again, back to another point of replanted. Why are some of the plants just faster? That doesn't make sense. What did they mess up? Like, actually, what did they mess up to make it so some of the plants are faster than in the first game? This is, again, why. I will say it. If you want to play a really, really good version of Plants vs. Zombies 1, just play the console. Play the console version. It's $5. It's a good deal. Play the original Xbox version. Don't give Replanted any of your money. It's $20. The Xbox version is like $5. At least it was when I checked. Which, you know, might not be accurate anymore. I don't know, but who cares? That's a great deal. It's just... there's no care in Replanted. Replanted does not care about you. Replanted has never cared about you. and it never will. They do not like their fans. They don't love the fans. It's not a love letter. It is a middle finger. It is a hate letter. And I will rant about that forever. I know last time it was me ranting about like the good memories of, you know, the original Plants vs. Zombies content I watched on YouTube, and now it's just me hating on Replanted. Really just makes me want to rant, this game. I mean, I've been enjoying PvZ Fusion and PvZ Hybrid lately. Hybrid is good. Anyone who doesn't like Hybrid is crazy. Here's the thing, can you compare them? Probably a little, but like, I don't think you should. There's no reason to. It's not like you're getting anything out of comparing them, you know? They're both good games, and what's wrong with that? Is the Twin Solar Pea incredibly similar to the, you know, the pea flower or whatever? I don't remember what it's called, honestly. Yeah, and? That's okay. It's not a big deal. It's a game. There we go. We did it. I want money. Give me the money. Hell yeah. Like, my question also is, for Replanted, what happened to Future? Mustache is available from launch, from start, from what I saw. But what about Future? Future, I couldn't find anywhere. Did they get rid of it? Or is it locked behind the tree, even though it didn't used to be? And if so, why? What was the reasoning for that? And also, why is the retro skin so ugly? I will rant about this again. They could have used the DS version skins. The DS version's so good. I love the DS version. The DS version of Plants vs. Zombies is still like one of my favorites. Because it's one I played all the time growing up. When I was a wee lad. I would play it with I'd play versus with my friends, and it was always fun. Such a good version. And honestly, the tiny little sprites are iconic to me. They're just so well made. They all look really good. Is that something you can say about Replanted? Everything looks really good? I don't think so, unfortunately. I wish that wasn't true, but it is. I cannot say everything in Replanted looks really good. It's such a disappointment. It could have been good. It could have really been a love letter. And instead it wasn't. It's sad. Because, like, also, I really like some of the stuff on the console version. Like the trash can leaderboards for it's like how many zombies were killed and how many plants were killed. Those were always really cool looking, and they're just fun and creative, you know? The cool, like, houses you could have, because it was, you know, you could have a profile. So you could have different houses, you know, that you could buy in the shop, which was always just fun. You know, trying to make the house that you really wanted to make. How achievements, like some of them, would actually, like, show up on your house. That was always so cool. And instead we get a pretty, just bland remake of the first game that you can still buy, and even though it's not 4K resolution, is still fun and the better version. So why even bother? Which is always the biggest important question. Why bother? Why hand the company your money? What about this deserves my money? Because it's your money. They have to make the game worth it for you. You're the one paying for it. Which is why I don't think they've done anything that warrants me paying for Replanted. They didn't hire any of the artists I care about. They didn't, you know, bring back anything new that truly matters. I mean, like, yeah, RIP mode's interesting, I guess, but the sound effects in it are loud as hell and kind of grating. Cloudy Day is interesting. It's a challenge, but like, once you know, do it, was it worth $20 for, you know, not that much content? And it's just no, it's not worth it. You don't get anything that's worth it, and that's how I feel. I will keep repeating this over and over again because I need it to be trapped in people's brains that they should not buy Replanted, especially because EA just got bought out by people who disagree about certain policies, you know, if you know what I mean. I'm not going to say it out loud because I try to keep most politics away. I'll make some jokes, but this is real politics, and I'm going to lessen my words on it. But if you know, you know. There we go. Perfect. Who needs Doomshroom? Doomshroom's really good, but who needs it? When you can just do this. A million mushrooms. Yeah, we'll definitely have time to finish the night levels. I mean, I'm a little over time right now, but I did take a bit with the intro and whatnot. So, yeah, I'll let it slide. It's fine. We need a more cheerful topic anyway. Okay, no we don't. I hate Replanted. I'm sorry, I can't cheer up. Because of the biggest shame, and that's the music, Lord Shigehara did not deserve to have her dynamic music ruined. Taken away, stripped from us. And it's just gone. Which, how did that happen? How did they manage this? How did they make it so there's no more dynamic music? How did they mess that up? How did they need a now, like, future patch to rectify this issue? How about there shouldn't have been an issue in the first place? Because it was in the original. You know, the thing that this is supposedly a love letter for. Again, I don't see the love letter. Oh, again, all I see is a big middle finger. It's just so disappointing. The game that could have been so good. Ruined by corporate greed and a lack of care for a beloved franchise. Just like... It could, again, it could have been good. It could have really been a love letter. If they had hired the original artists, added a new world, added new plants that were, like, created by the original creators. Come on, you would have... I would have given you $20 for that. No more, $20. But even though I disagree with EA, I still would have done it. Because I would have known they cared a little, at least. Instead of what we got, which is Like, there's not even a sign of care, you know. They just don't they don't like the original artists, I guess. They're not going to ask for their forgiveness. They couldn't care less. They already got your money, you know? They don't need you to forgive them. Which is why I'm not going to buy it. I don't want them to have my money. No thank you. It's my money. Again, an important question. What has EA done to deserve my money? Nothing. Which is a shame, because, again, I love this franchise. It has so much potential. It could be so much more than it is. But it's not. PvZ3 could be good. I can only hope. If it ever comes out. It's in its 900th beta test. I mean, this beta's pretty alright, but... And I know people are like, oh, it's just a copy of PvZ Fusion. I'm super corporate about this. I actually am very, unfortunately, pro-capitalism in this regard, because I just think... It's their franchise. PvZ is owned by them. Fan games are... you just saying it is cool for them to steal my idea. Because it's theirs. It's their franchise. Sadly, I do. It's very pro-capitalist, I know. And very anti-consumer. But it's how I feel. I somehow missed my Hypnoshroom placement. Big oof. So, honestly, I believe it is perfectly fine for them to steal PvZ Hybrid, or Fusion, sorry. And, well, technically, PvZ Hybrid was officially in the Chinese version of PvZ 1. Plants vs. Zombies Original Edition had a collab with them. Which was cool. I mean, PvZ Hybrid plants were technically official-ish, like pseudo-official, which, that's so cool. Just a really cool thing that we'll never see ever again, because companies don't believe in fun and the fans. But oh well, that's enough ranting. It's time to end this for the day, by collecting this lily pad, and going back to the title screen. I'm very excited for next time, though. We get to go to the pool. Pool is actually my favorite part of the game. So, yeah, I think it'll be fun. Alright, you made it through the video. Good job. And as you saw, it went pretty well. This was a fun Halloween game of Plants vs. Zombies. Hey, I saw zombies. That instantly makes this a Halloween game. Now, of course, I am playing this on Halloween, not uploading it on Halloween, since I upload games a day later than I play them. But, you know, that's just kind of how it works, and I still hope you enjoyed nonetheless. Alright, please click the top left if you'd like to watch the full playlist of the Plants vs. Zombies stream VODs, bottom right for the videos, or please click the top right if you'd like to watch the full playlist of the Survival of the Friday stream VODs, bottom right for the videos. But yeah, other than that, I hope you enjoyed our video today. Leave a like if you did, a dislike if you didn't, and if you're feeling so inclined, please leave a little interaction down below. Alright, thank you for watching, and have a good day. And don't forget, Happy Halloween!